of Ashland, Community Trust Bank, Members Choice, Food Fair, Metro Community Federal Credit Union, Ashland Milling Company, Kelly Galloway, Smith Goolsby, and McLeod's Body Shop. And now with all the play-by-play action, Tyler Rowland.
Welcome to the Greenhouse, home of the Musketeers, and you're listening to the home of Ashland Tomcats basketball. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play for today's contest. Once again, Tyler Rowland still out with a little bit of illness, and again, Tyler, we hope you get to feeling better and get you back on the call here soon, buddy. But we have a fun one in store today. It's the Ashland Tomcats coming in at 8-3 overall, coming off of a tough physical loss to the George Washington Patriots out of the state of West Virginia. That one a 63-58 final at the home of Ashland. Tomcats fell just short in that one as Tomcats come here to visit the Greenup County Musketeers. The Musketeers 6-5 overall on this season, coming off of a win on January 2nd at South Point in Ohio, a 44-42 dramatic finish against South Point, which saw the Musketeers victorious. Again, glad you could join us here on the home of Ashland Tomcats basketball, 97.9 The River. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game. We'll discuss the last games for the two, starting with the Ashland Tomcats, again, falling to George Washington, 63-58 at home on January 3rd. It's the third of the last three of the last five games, have been losses for Ashland. So the Tomcats, after starting 6-0 on the season, has lost three of the last five, and so we'll see if head coach Ryan Bonner can rewrite things and get back on a smooth sailing ship for the rest of the season, at least at this midway point on the year. Tomcats shot 46% from the field, just 32% from three-point land, so that was probably an emphasis for the Tomcats in practice. Not only that, but just hanging on to the ball as turnovers were key in that last matchup against the Patriots. Drew Smith led the way with 15 points. Just 6 players played for Ashland in that one, and 4 of them ended up in double-figure scoring. Again, Drew Smith leading the way with 15 points. You had Caleb Clark with 14. Elijah Neal had 12. Justin Hughes finished with 11 points. So Tomcats just falling ever so short in that one on the third against George Washington. And not only that, but the Tomcats had a lot of trouble stopping the star player for the Patriots. Noah Lewis had a fantastic game in that one with 32 points against the Tomcats. Of course, talking with head coach Ryan Bonner after that game against George Washington, said did a pretty good job of slowing him down in the second half, trying to contain him a little bit. Just everything else opened up a little bit. And so we'll see if Ashland can slow things down today, especially with a Greenup County player, Casey Gammon, averaging 16.3 points per game, just recently hit 1,000 career points in his Musketeers career. So we'll see what Ashland has in store for Gammon and the Musketeers. Look at Greenup County, again, a very dramatic finish against South Point last time out, 44-42 on the road. That one was back on January 2nd. Very close contest throughout that game, which at the end of the third, it was tied up at 36. Again, the final score was 44-42, so a very low-scoring defensive grind in the fourth quarter to finish at that final score. Greenup County, again, left the door open for South Point, but the Pointers were unable to capitalize. Greenup County went 10 of 23 from the free throw line, and under first-year head coach Nathan Sutton, I would have to imagine that was one of the emphasis to clean up, is just getting better at the free throw line and clean up there. 35% for the field, 29% for three. Casey Gammon led the way, of course, with 19 points. The lone scorer for Greenup County in double figures. And he was the focal point of that win for the Musketeers at a 6-5 overall season. And again, it was very dramatic because Greenup County had a 1-point lead. And there was a little bit of controversy, which obviously South Point was trying to argue one way, but it was a correct ruling that Greenup County had a one dribble before inbounding it. Again, the Musketeers were only up by 1 in that contest against South Point, and player inbounding it for Greenup County took a single dribble before inbounding it. And South Point was trying to make the argument that that's not allowed, but in fact it was allowed. It was, by rule, allowed there, and South Point fouled. The Musketeers were able to get a free throw and thus take a bigger advantage and win that game. So that's the last games for both of those two teams playing tonight, Ashland and Greenup County. And with that, we'll step aside for a break. And on the other side of this break, you'll hear our comments with head coach Ryan Bonner pregame. For this one, you're listening to home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. And that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcats!
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor label. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and happy New Year.
The Tomcats play here, 97.9 The River.
Welcome back to 97.9 The River, home of the Ashland Tomcats. I'm here with head coach Ryan Bonner. And coach, going into this game against Greenup County, just what's the overall look at the matchup tonight?
Well, watching them on film and preparing for them, they're extremely efficient on offense. Offensively led by Casey Gammon and Cameron Chaffins. When you watch them, you can tell that those guys are the ones that really make the plays for them. But they also have other guys that have stepped into meaningful roles that have kind of developed throughout the course of the season. But Gammon and Chaffins both really pop on film. The Gammon's kid has real good length. I think he just surpassed the 1,000-point mark. Can score at all three levels, and Chaffins does a good job of running their offense, but also hitting a shot for them when they need him to. I think he's averaging 2 made threes a game, and then they have a really good inside presence between Bradley Adkins and Gavin Roy, grabbing up all the rebounds for them offensively and defensively, and then Hunter Holbrook. Really active, really physical guard that can drive it. So they can score it in a variety of different ways. I think they execute well in the half court. To me, the urgency to defend and to get stops is the most important thing tonight.
Now, of course, we look at player matchups overall, but coaching matchups, you're going up against a first-year head coach who's been an official for so long. Just talk about that matchup coach-to-coach-wise and what you see from head coach Nathan Sutton in his first year.
Well, I've always had a ton of respect for him as an official. And when he officiates, it's clear that he knows and understands the game of basketball. And now when you turn on the film and you're prepping for Greenup, you also know he understands how to coach. He puts his guys in really good scoring positions offensively. They can defend you a variety of different ways. And he knows how to get his best players the ball at the right time. And to me, that's coaching 101. He's a great guy. I think he's doing a great job at Greenup County and developing the culture that so many people in this area know could exist here at a place like Greenup County.
And, of course, you spoke to me after that game last time out against George Washington about the turnovers, just cleaning that up. What was the emphasis in practice overall going into this game, just being able to clean up those turnovers and get things more efficient offensively?
Yeah, when you go look back at that George Washington game, the fourth quarter, we were 3 of 10 from the field with 5 turnovers. And, to me, that's just not the standard. We've got to be better at executing, especially in possessions when it really matters. And we just felt like as a team that we didn't really value possessions the way we should have against them. So obviously that was the point of emphasis the last couple of days in practice and in the film room. Because the reality is a lot of those turnovers are unforced. It's not really teams pressuring us. I think it's just being better decision makers, and I know that we can put 5 guys on the floor that can make really good decisions. I just think sometimes we might get in too big of a hurry, or quite frankly, we might be trying to hit a home run versus hit a single. And we have playmakers 1 through 5. We have guys that can do special things, and but sometimes that's not what we need, and that's okay. And with a young group like this, those are things that you have to stumble upon and go through in order to accomplish what we're setting out to do.
Of course, this is the first game of a few-game road stretch for you guys before you return home. So it's a couple weeks until you guys get back at home at Ashland. So just talk about the importance of getting this first game under the belt on the road, just be able to get that going moving forward for these next couple of games.
Winning on the road is essential, especially because we play so much on the road. But everywhere we go is a tough environment. We're going to get every team's best shot. They're going to throw their best punch. Fortunately, we have a culture, and we've done this long enough to where we know and we understand that. But to me, winning on the road starts with defense, and that's what we want to hang our hat on tonight and moving forward as we hit this extended road trip.
Coach, best of luck for this game tonight. Wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
That's head coach Ryan Bonner of the Ashland Tomcats. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll have more on the pregame show right here on 97.9 The River.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together. Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Back here inside the greenhouse, home of the Greenup County Musketeers, where your Ashland Tomcats face off against Greenup County. Tomcats 8-3, the Musketeers 6-5. Live here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats basketball. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play. Of course, look at the storylines for this one. Greenup County led by first-year head coach Nathan Sutton. He joins where he graduated in the year 2000. This is his first season as the head coach and has his Musketeers at a 6-5 overall season. And according to the Greenup County School District website, Sutton says that, when his name came up in the conversation, he was taken by surprise. I hadn't thought of being coach in this chapter of his life. Of course, Nathan Sutton has been an official at both the state and collegiate level for so long. And when he was a student, of course, he was part of a team that won 4 district championships and a regional title here at Greenup County High School. Of course, he's coached a little bit. He has that coaching experience, middle school and an assistant at the high school level. 15 years of experience as a referee, so obviously he knows the game of basketball, knows it well, and he probably knows how to get his a word in with officials as well and how to argue and dispute calls with them. So we'll have to see if he has to do that tonight with the officials of tonight's game. And, of course, you look at with Ashland, a little bit of struggles as of late in these past 5 games, losing 3 of the last 5. Started 6-0 on the season, did the Tomcats, wins against Paintsville, Fairview, Lloyd Memorial, Boyd County, Oneida Baptist Institute, and Huntington Expression Prep, but then since then has lost 3 of the last 5. Of course, those losses include to Pikeville, and Pikeville right now currently 10-1 on the season. Henry Clay, which is 7-5, and of course George Washington undefeated at 6-0. The Patriots, having witnessed them twice, a very strong team. We're going to step aside for a quick break as the national anthem plays. You're listening to the home of Ashland Tomcats basketball, 97.9 The River.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. That means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcat.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAP can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com. Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Back here inside the greenhouse, home of Greenup County Musketeers, as we have a good showdown in store between the Ashland Tomcats and the Greenup County Musketeers. Live here on the home of Ashland Tomcats basketball. I've been Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game. Let's look at the starting five for both of these teams, starting with the home team, Greenup County Musketeers. Casey Gammon, the senior guard, averaging 16.3 points per game. Of course, was the lone scorer in double digits last time out against South Point with 19 points. They have the sophomore guard, Cameron Chaffins, 11 points per game. And on the season. Hunter Holbrook, the junior forward, wearing jersey number 13. He averages 7.5 points per game, also 2.3 rebounds per game. And a couple more seniors as well. Two senior forwards, I should say. Number 21, Bradley Atkins, 3.1 points per game, and a strong rebounder at 4.7 rebounds per game. And finally, Gavin Roy, wearing jersey number 23, 5.9 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per game. So the two strong rebounders, look out for them, Bradley Atkins and Gavin Roy. This is a Greenup County team that averages 63.1 points per game. On average, gives up 57.6 points per game, shooting 42% from the field, 32% from the three-point lane, 61% from the free throw line, and averaging 30.9 rebounds per game under first-year head coach Nathan Sutton. And for the Ashland Tomcats, a team that averages 75.9 points per game, 62.1 points allowed per game, shooting 51% from the field, 36.6% from three-point land, and 69.4% from the free throw line, and averaging about 25.7 rebounds per game. We'll see two different faces in the starting five today as two players out with injury for the Tomcats. Hope to have them back in the next couple days whenever the Tomcats go and face off against George Rogers Clark on the road on the 8th. Elijah Neal and Drew Smith both out with ankle injuries. And Elijah Neal right now is in a boot, so hopefully he gets feeling better, especially on that ankle. Starting five for the Ashland Tomcats, the sophomore guard at 7.4 points per game, number 2, Justin Hughes. The sophomore with 10.5 points per game on average, number 5, Elijah Owens. A freshman guard, 2.7 points per game, Jalen Strader gets the start today in place of Drew Smith. And also Elijah Neal. You also have River Lynch, the freshman, so two freshmen today for the Ashland Tomcats getting a start. River Lynch, a freshman guard, 3.5 points per game. And finally, Caleb Clark, the senior forward, 18.9 points per game on average. He's had a phenomenal year for the Tomcats, and they'll need him to step up big tonight for this Ashland team. Key players tonight for both teams, starting with the Greenup County Musketeers. We'll start with Casey Gammon, only player in double figures versus South Point, 19 points. He averages 16.3 points per game, leading all scorers for the Musketeers. Also averages 5.3 rebounds per game. So a guy that knows how to get himself to the basketball and create separation. We'll see what he can do tonight for the Musketeers. For Ashland, we were going to go with Drew Smith, but finding out pregame that he's out for tonight's game, we'll have to go with Caleb Clark. Clark, 14 points in the last time out against George Washington, 18.9 points per game, which leads all scorers for the Tomcats. They'll need him, again, to step up big for Ashland tonight to try to pull out a victory and avoid the upset to the 6-5 Greenup County Musketeers. We'll step aside for one final break. On the other end, we'll have action between Greenup County and the Ashland Tomcats right here on 97.9 The River.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today. When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Welcome to the Greenhouse, the home of tonight's contest, live here on the home of Ashland Tomcats basketball, 97.9 The River. It is the Greenup County Musketeers, the host, who stand at 6-5 on the season against your Ashland Tomcats, 8-3 on the year. Big thank you to our producer back in the studios, Lowell Austin. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game right here on the home of the Tomcats, 97.9 The River. Tomcats coming off of a 63-58 loss to George Washington back on the third, looking to get back in the win column and, of course, get things sailing a little bit, losing 3 of its last 5. And, of course, Greenup County Musketeers, 6-5 overall in the season, coming off of a nail-biting and strong defensive win, 44-42 over South Point on the second. Ashland in the road maroon uniforms, Greenup County in the all-white with yellow numbers. Tip-off on the way. Tomcats will have the basketball, and it's Jalen Strader, the young freshman, that has it for the Tomcats. This game underway. Swinging around the perimeter, that's Caleb Clark at the top of the key. Now gives it off to Strader. He'll drive into the right side lane, flips the pass out to the right side corner to Justin Hughes, goes out of bounds, and freshman to sophomore connection offline goes out of play, and Greenup County will have the basketball as Tomcats turn it over. And that's one thing that head coach Ryan Bonner mentioned to me after the last game against George Washington and pregame before tonight, was cleaning up those turnovers, and we'll see if the Tomcats can do that. Greenup County with the basketball now, flips it over to Gaiman on the far side corner. Gaiman steps out of bounds just barely on that far side, left side corner, and back-to-back turnovers by both squads, and the Tomcats will have the basketball. Ashland will lean upon the freshman guard, Jalen Strader, who averages 2.7 points per game in his limited time of action. Owens drives down the right side lane, kicks it out to Caleb Clark on the right side corner. Clark dribbles his way inside to the free throw line, but instead dribbles it back out, hands it off to Justin Hughes. Now Strader, left side wing. Now to the right side wing, Justin Hughes, line drive pass. Hughes kicks it off to Caleb Clark. Tomcats taking their time. Drive inside, left side lane. Little hesitation move from Caleb Clark off the glass. Good. Ashland strikes first. Little over a minute into this one. Cameron Chaffins leads the way, the sophomore guard. He averages 11 points per game for the Musketeers. Left side, Hunter Holbrook dribbles it to the top of the key. Gaiman, right side wing. Gaiman trying to spin and dribble his way in. Little left-handed underhand lay-in is good for Casey Gaiman. And tied up at 2. Clark, left side wing. Clark will jab step into the lane, and Caleb Clark connects and lays it in with the right hand, and Ashland back out in front. Musketeers looking to slow things down. Chaffetz brings it up the floor. A little 2-3 zone. No, Tomcats will go man-to-man. Bounce pass and offline as Chaffetz was trying to connect with Casey Gaiman. Thought Gaiman was going to go back closer to the midway stripe, but instead offline and a turnover for Greenup County. 6:08 left to go in the first period. Tomcats now with the basketball. Inbounding it will be Elijah Owens in front of the Ashland bench. Gets it in to Jalen Strader. Strader left side back to Owens. On the left side wing, top of the key now Caleb Clark. Clark just flips it to River Lynch, another freshman in the starting 5 today. Lynch, step back, fade away, mid-range jumper, shot no good, rolls in and out. And they're going to say last touch by Cameron Chaffins as Elijah Owens for Ashland came flying in trying to get an offensive rebound and a putback. Thought maybe it was off of his hands, but they'll say it was last touch by the Musketeers. Inbounded into River Lynch. Lynch spin move, tries to get his way in. Strader down the baseline. Strader puts up a shot, no good, too strong off the glass and off the front of the rim, and the Musketeers come away with the basketball. So it was Gavin Roy with the defensive rebound. Shot put up by Hunter Holbrook, no good, but a whistle blown underneath the basket and a foul on the Tomcats. First foul and first whistle today. River Lynch, the one called for the contact. Hunter Holbrook, a junior forward, 7.5 points per game on average, gets himself to the free throw line. First free throw in and out, no good. Hunter Holbrook, the junior, 65% free throw shooter. 13 makes out of 20 attempts coming into this one. Holbrook. Second attempt is good. 5:33 left to go in the first. 4-3, Ashland leads by 1. Jalen Strader leads it up the floor. Now goes right side wing on the pass to Caleb Clark. Clark dribbles down the baseline, step back, fade away, and nice smooth shot from Caleb Clark, who has all 6 of Ashland's points. Tomcats ahead by 3. Chafin's up the floor for the Musketeers. Goes left side, and we'll just hand it off to Holbrook. Holbrook down the right sideline, kicks it back out. 3-point shot from the right side corner. Rattles off the rim, no good from Bradley Atkins, and a couple putback attempts for Greenup County, and finally gets it to fall. Gavin Roy comes flying in, puts it off the glass and good. Strader down the lane. Strader puts up a left-handed shot, no good. Trying to lay it in, but missed everything. Good defense inside by Greenup County. Now Gammon coast to coast. Could connect on the shot. Clark up the floor and has it taken away by Greenup County. And Greenup County goes quickly up the floor and in for Hunter Holbrook. Gives the Musketeers the lead, 7-6. Justin Hughes, left side wing. Top of the key now, Caleb Clark. Clark flips it right side to Elijah Owens. Owens goes top of the key, now gives it back off to Clark on the right side wing. Inside. Pass, shot, no good from Elijah Owens. An excellent defense by Greenup County. Gavin Roy there defensively for the Musketeers. Pass inside into the paint to Roy. Roy puts up a shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and last touched by Elijah Owens of Ashland. It was him and Casey Gammon battling for it. Goes out of bounds, and the Musketeers will retain possession of the basketball. Cameron Chaffins, top of the key. Hands it off to Hunter Holbrook. Holbrook drives down the right side lane, kicks it back out to Gammon. Gammon the right side corner. Will dribble it out to the wing, and now ultimately to the center line. Bounce pass and almost taken away. No, it is taken away by Ashland, and Elijah Owens with a steal close to midcourt, was close to going out of bounds. Thought maybe it hit off the official, but Elijah Owens saves it and takes it to the rack. Gives the Tomcats an 8-7 lead. Gavin Roy flips it to Chaffins, right side wing. Chaffins trying to dribble his way in. Step back fader from the free throw line, and Cameron Chaffins, nice stroke there, and connects for a mid-range jumper. Smooth fadeaway from the free throw line. Clark. Clark dribbles in, and Caleb Clark, so smooth. He is having a strong performance in this first quarter. 8 points so far for Clark. Back and forth we go here in this first quarter. Again, 2 Ashland players out tonight, Elijah Neal and Drew Smith. Both roll out. Bounce pass inside. Shot blocked from behind. Put back good. And one for Bradley Atkins. On the right side of the basket. Good block from behind from Elijah Owens. But the putback good for Bradley Atkins. And he's at the free throw line to shoot 1. And it's good. Not sure who the foul was on. We'll get confirmation of that here shortly. Caleb Clark with it left side. Clark will dribble his way in, puts up a wacky shot, and just excellent defense from Greenup County. Shot no good. Now up the floor quickly. Gammon saves the pass as it almost went out of bounds. Now back to the top of the key. Kieron Jenkins just checked in, drives it on the right side lane, and Jenkins to the house. Gets the shot to fall. Ashland goes quick. Shot put up for the right hand of Elijah Owens on the right side. Left side post. No good, and a foul whistled on Greenup County. First team foul. Elijah Owens will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. First attempt is just short, no good. Elijah Owens, a 61% free throw shooter coming into today. Second attempt is in good. Goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Pass up the floor from Chaffins is intercepted by Ashland. Owens back to the rim. Owens right-handed flip in good. Tomcats back within 1 minute 37 left to go in the first. Tomcats showing full court defensive pressure. Bounce pass to Gammon. Just got it across the timeline. Gammon, little jab step hesitation. Shot no good. Put back. Also no good from Bradley Atkins. Bradley Atkins rebounds his own shot. No good. And still a battle for the rebound. Bodies flying on the floor. And coming away with it out of the scrum is Elijah Owens. 3-point shot for the left side wing from River Lynch. Off the mark. Goes out of bounds. And through the chaos, the Musketeers will have the basketball. Tomcats again showing that full court defensive press. That could tend to lead to some struggles for the opposition. Chaffins, the one leading it up the floor, struggling getting it across and just hands it off to Casey Gammon. Gammon, left-handed dribble, gets to the top of the key. Now flips it to Jenkins. Jenkins, top of the key. Jenkins drives in the left side lane. Left-handed floater. Lay-in is no good, and Elijah Owens comes away with the board. Under a minute left to go. Strader thought about the three, just flips it to Clark on the right side wing. Clark will just dribble it back to the timeline. And now Strader with the basketball to slow things down with 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Left side, Justin Hughes at the wing. Now to Lynch. Lynch, top of the key, back to Hughes. And now Owens. Owens, right side wing. Fires away for three-point land. Is good. Elijah Owens connects on the three-point bucket. And the Tomcats lead by 2. 12 seconds left to go. Gammon gets it across the timeline. Jenkins fires away for three-point land and connects. Right back in the face of Ashland. 2 seconds left. Up the floor. Tomcats have to get a shot off, and the shot will not go off from River Lynch as time expires in the first. Greenup County leads 17-16 after 1. And Tomcats will have to look for some answers after this break here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Here's another Kendra Communications community chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. Heat can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kendra Communications community chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com. The Tomcats play here, 97.9 The River.
Musketeers will begin with the basketball to start this second period. Along with our producer, Lowell Austin, back at the studios, I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River. Musketeers with a 1-point lead, 17-16 at the end of the first, and a foul quickly on River Lynch, which will be his second. So foul trouble for the young freshman. Bradley Atkins took the shot for Greenup County to the right of the basket. First free throw attempt is no good for Bradley Atkins. Atkins, a 47% free throw shooter, 11 makes on 23 attempts coming into today. Second attempt, also no good. Now three-point shot as Greenup County was able to muscle and get the offensive board. Shot no good from Kieran Jenkins. And the Tomcats will have it. Strader Dribbles it back to the timeline. Strader, the young freshman, 2.7 points per game, getting the start. In place of Elijah Neal and Drew Smith. Owens takes to the rack and fouled at the right side post. He'll send him to the free throw line. Fouls on Kieran Jenkins. That's his first. First team foul of the quarter for Greenup County. Elijah Owens' first free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt on the way is good for Elijah Owens. Makes both and gives the Tomcats a 1-point lead, 18-17. First points of the second quarter with 7:22 left to go. Casey Gaiman will lead the charge. 11th player in Greenup County history to reach the 1,000 career point mark. Chafin's right side wing dribbles it to the top of the key, has it poked away and taken away by Elijah Owens. Owens coast to coast with a one-handed jam with the right hand. Elijah Owens. It's been the Owens and Clark show for the Ashland Tomcats. The lone scorers in this one for Ashland. 3-point advantage. Gaiman flips it right side to Roy and almost a taken away yet again for the Tomcats. Owens almost had another takeaway. Drive inside. Bradley Atkins flips it to Gaiman. Gaiman puts up a mid-range jumper off the back of the iron. No rebound for the left side corner. Kieran Jenkins fired away from three-point lane. Could not connect. And a battle for the rebound goes out of bounds, and Musketeers will have the basketball. Kyler Robinson, the sophomore forward, will check in for Greenup County. 6:30 left to go in the quarter. Inbound to Robinson. Just stepped in. Robinson dribbles inside to the paint, flips it back out to Casey Gaiman on the left side wing. Gaiman trying to slow things down. Gaiman now drives in on the right side lane, flips it back out. 3-point shot on the way from the right side wing. No good from Cameron Chaffins, and rebounded by Caleb Clark. Clark flips it quickly to Elijah Owens. Up the floor. Owens has his pass to Clark, intercepted by Bradley Atkins. Atkins coast to coast, lost his dribble, and it goes out of bounds, and ball goes back to the Tomcats. So Ashland avoids disaster on that possession. And a turnover from the Musketeers as Bradley Atkins was trying to pick up the basketball to get a lay-in and just could not get a handle on it. Strader drives in, left side lane, flips up a left-handed shot, no good. Clark almost had the offensive rebound, but it falls to the hands of Kyler Robinson of Greenup County. Chaffins off the glass, tough shot from Cameron Chaffins. Gets it to fall. That's his second bucket. He's up to 4 points. And pulls the Musketeers back within one. 5:30 left to go in the second. Clark spin around from the free throw line. And Caleb Clark, tough bucket for the Tomcats. Clark up to 10 points. Gaiman, left side, little stutter step and blocked from behind. Justin Hughes blocks it. Ball goes out of bounds and a missed pass from Ashland. Go out of bounds, and the Musketeers will have it. It's like Caleb Conway just subbed in for the Tomcats, and a timeout taken by Greenup County, first of the Musketeers. Just a 30-second timeout for head coach Nathan Sutton of the Musketeers. Sutton in his first season yet again, as we mentioned, was a year 2000 graduate of Greenup County, was a part of 4 district championships and regional title as a student here at Greenup County. 15 years as an official for Nathan Sutton. Also has some middle school and assistant coaching experience at the high school level. And now in his first season at the helm of the Musketeers. Again, just a 30-second timeout. These two teams did not play last season, so it's been a minute for these two. Inbound to Cameron Chaffins from Casey Gammon. Play resumes with 5:06 left to go in the second. Tomcats lead by 3. Flips right side, Chaffins inside, bounce pass to Robinson, and Robinson has it poked away and taken away yet again from Elijah Owens. Owens has been busy on the defensive side of the basketball for Ashland. Multiple steals in this one. Strader drives in. Strader puts up a shot off the glass to the left side. No good. Battle for the rebound. And last touch by Strader as it was a battle between him and Kieran Jenkins. Goes out of bounds and Musketeers will have the basketball. Last time these two played was on March 7th of 2024. Ashland got a 77-41 victory. Hesitation from Chaffins at the top of the key. Passes it to Kieran Jenkins. Now back to Chaffins. Long three-pointer. It's good from Cameron Chaffins for the top of the key from distance. And ties it up at 22. Now driving the left side lane. Good for Justin Hughes. He becomes the third scorer for the Tomcats today. And quickly Ashland responds to that three-point shot. Takes the lead by 2. 4 minutes left to go in the second. Jenkins dribbles it left side. Now gives it off to Chaffins. Now back to the top of the key to Robinson. Gammon with it, top of the key. Gammon dribbles back, now trying to dribble into the lane. Lost his dribble a little bit. Step back, fade away. Long rainbow shot for Gammon. Just could not connect, and Ashland comes away with it on a defensive rebound. Hughes driving to the right side lane, off the glass, no good. Owens battles for the rebound, trying to get the putback. Could not get it, and Gammon rebounds it defensively for the Musketeers. Gammon flips back out. Jenkins left side corner. Jenkins almost lost his dribble, and he's fouled by Caleb Clark. That's the first on Clark. On the floor right now for the Tomcats, it's Caleb Conway, Justin Hughes, Elijah Owens, Jalen Schrader, and Caleb Clark. River Lynch is off right now with 2 fouls. Chaffins with it, left side, picks up his dribble, has to hand it off to somebody, and Kieran Jenkins lost his dribble, intercepted by Elijah Owens again, and Owens coast to coast, another steal and lay-in for Elijah Owens. My goodness, has he been fantastic today. Step back three-pointer from Casey Gammon, offline, no good, and a save for the basketball, goes out of bounds. Right in front of the scorer's table as Bradley Atkins was trying to save it for the Musketeers to the right side corner. Flipped it in. Nobody for Greenup County was able to save it before it went out of bounds in front of the scorer's table. Ashland will have it. 2:52 left to go in the second. Jalen Strader flips it to Justin Hughes, top of the key. Hughes drives in on the right side lane, kicks it back out. Owens, three-point shot from the right side corner, no good. And rebounded from the left side post. Cameron Chaffins leaps up and grabs it. Chaffins goes coast to coast and will hesitate at the top of the key. Now flips it to Jenkins. Kieran Jenkins goes right side with his dribble to the wing, and now flips it to the logo to Chaffins. Chaffins spin around, step back, three-pointer from the top of the key. Left it short off the front of the rim, no good. Jalen Strader rebounds it from the free throw line for Ashland. Jalen Strader, the young freshman, looking to prove himself for the Tomcats. Goes left side to Justin Hughes at the corner. Now back to the top of the key to Strader. Strader bounce pass into Clark on the left side post. Clark dribbles his way in, step back, puts up a shot, and a tough, muscled shot for Caleb Clark. His 6th two-point bucket. He's up to 12 points. Under 2 minutes to go. 28-22, Ashland leads by 6. Cameron Chaffins dribbles it around the perimeter. Goes to the right side wing is where he stops. And now just dribbles it back close to the timeline and will go to the Greenup County logo at midcourt. Hand off to Jenkins as they still go around the perimeter, and a whistle blows and a foul on Ashland. And I think it's going to be on Elijah Owens for bumping in to a Musketeer. Too much contact. Casey Gammon comes and subs back out on the floor. He'll go in for Kieran Jenkins. And another substitution, and it looks like Trice Carter, the 7th grader for Greenup County, subs in, a guard. Seen some time so far this year, 2.3 points per game. Gaiman flips it in to the free throw line. Atkins picks up his dribble, and he has to flip it back out to Casey Gaiman. Now Carter, left side. To Hunter Holbrook. Holbrook will bounce pass it to Carter. Carter to Gaiman. Now back to Carter. Swinging around the perimeter is Greenup County. Tries Carter. Casey Gaiman now back to Carter. He's going to fire away from distance. Long three-pointer for beyond the wing on the right side. No good. Caleb Clark, a defensive rebound. Now a long-range three from Conway, and just too strong off the back of the rim. And Gaiman with a defensive rebound. Gaiman flips it left side. Three-pointer from Holbrook. Rattles in and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back is good for Gavin Roy. Musketeers back within 4. 35 seconds left to go, and looks like the Tomcats are willing to just settle this one out and let the clock tick down close to halftime. Save for the final shot. Musketeers had a little bit of defensive pressure. Conway with it. Conway dribbles it to the left. Strader thought about the three from the wing, and he'll dribble it back. 13 seconds left to go. Elijah Owens on the right side of the logo. Now flips it left side to Strader. 6 seconds left. Strader under pressure. Strader lost his dribble, and he's fouled. No, he traveled. Spun around trying to drive into the lane. And a young freshman mistake from Jalen Strader. Turnover by Ashland. And Greenup County with the basketball. 2.4 seconds left to go, trailing by 4. Casey Gaiman will inbound it. Inbounded to Trice Carter. Time expires. Half-court shot off the glass. And no good. Too strong from Trice Carter. And that's the half. Ashland Tomcats with a 4-point lead over the Greenup County Musketeers, 28-24. Only 3 scores for the Ashland Tomcats in that first half. Justin Hughes, Elijah Owens, and Caleb Clark were the lone scorers in that first half. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, 6 different guys found the bottom of the net. And Ashland leads by 4, 28-24. At the half. We'll step aside for a break, and we will return with the halftime show right here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
Here's another Kindred Communications community chatter. You have a voice when it comes to your long-term care. An ombudsman advocates on your behalf for issues related to health, safety, welfare, and residents' rights wherever you receive long-term care services. Contact your local ombudsman at the Area Agency on Aging District 7 for confidential assistance at 800-582-7277.
This Kindred Communications community chatter brought to you by Papa John's Gal Police, serving Gal Police and Point Pleasant on 740-578-3060.
Our Kindred Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquor is simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Welcome back to the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River. Big thank you to our producer back at the studios, Lowell Austin. I've been Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game. again, big shout out to Tyler Rowland for helping me out, provide some stats, and hopefully Tyler, the main play-by-play for the Ashland Tomcats, gets to feeling better. We hope to have you back on the call here soon, and hopefully in a couple days when the Ashland Tomcats hit the road yet again to George Rogers Clark High. Tomcats right now with a 4-point lead, 28-24 at the half over the Greenup County Musketeers. Only 3 different scores for the Ashland Tomcats. Justin Hughes with 2. Elijah Owens has been phenomenal. Same with Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark has 12 points. Elijah Owens with 14 points. Owens 3 for 4 at the free throw line today, and he's also had a lot of impressive steals, good defensive performance from Elijah Owens. Only 1 foul to speak of for Owens, and he's just been phenomenal defensively for the Tomcats and intercepting some passes and taking it to the rack to give the Tomcats this 4-point lead at half. For the Greenup County Musketeers, 6 different scorers. Leading the way is Cameron Chaffins. He has 7 points. Casey Gammon, the star player for the Musketeers, he just has 2 points. Kieran Jenkins with 5, Hunter Holbrook with 3, Bradley Atkins with 3, and Gavin Roy with 4. Those are your scores for the Musketeers. 28-24 is the lead. Look at the upcoming schedule for the Ashland Tomcats, and mentioned it to head coach Ryan Bonner about the toughness of this game and just trying to start on the right foot, especially going on the road. This is the first of 4 games where Ashland will be away from home. Tomcats won't be back at home until January 19th against Great Crossing. Of course, that one a 7:30 start. You have tonight. You have in 2 days on the 8th against George Rogers Clark. That a 7:30 start. As a fan attempts a half-court shot for some entertainment, and it hit off the glass and rattled in and out. Probably would have won a great prize if he hit it, but good attempt. But anyway, George Rogers Clark. Then you have a neutral site game at Brick College against Henry Clay, and then against Chapmanville on the 17th. A Henry Clay matchup on the 10th. And that's what's tough for Ashland right now. You played a game 3 days ago against George Washington, and you play one today against Greenup County, and 2 days against George Rogers Clark, and in 2 days after that against Henry Clay. So in the span of a week, you have 4 games. And so this Tomcats team is going to be very tired at the end of the week. And not only that, but you have to squeak by with some injuries to your lineup. Again, Elijah Neal is out today along with Drew Smith. Elijah Neal was talking with the scorer for the Tomcats, said that he's in a boot right now, rolled his ankle, and Drew Smith also dealing with an ankle injury. He's not in a boot at least, but that's the one struggle for the Tomcats right now. And they said that hopefully, at least hoping to have Drew Smith back Thursday, and it would be really good if they can get Elijah Neal back as well. Meanwhile, for Greenup County, look at the schedule for the Musketeers upcoming. Of course, the Musketeers 6-5 on the season. They'll be on the road in 3 days from today on the 9th against Russell. That one a 7:30 start. Back at home on the 13th against Raceland. Before 4 straight road games for Greenup County. After that home matchup on the 9th against Russell, on the 13th against Raceland, they'll be at West Carter on the 14th, so a day later. Then on the 19th against Bracken County. Then at Fairview on the 23rd, and then a day later against Lucasville Valley in Ohio. So Greenup County with a strong slate upcoming, especially a lot on the road. About 3 minutes and 40 seconds out from the start of the second half. Again, the Tomcats up on top, 28-24 over the Greenup County Musketeers. Elijah Owens leads all scorers with 14 points. We'll see what he can do in the second half along with Caleb Clark, who has 12. And we'll see what Greenup County can do in response, trailing by 4 as they take the floor to start this second half. We'll step aside for break. We'll have second half action right here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again, and that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcats!
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Back here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats basketball, here on 97.9 The River, and the Tomcats currently with a 4-point lead to start the second half against the Greenup County Musketeers, 28-24. Along with our great producer back at the studios, Lowell Austin, I'm Ben Westfall. Elijah Owens leads all scorers in this game and leads for the Tomcats with 14 points. Caleb Clark with 12. And for the Musketeers, leading the way for Greenup County is Cameron Chaffins. He has 7 points right now. The Tomcats will have the basketball to start the second half. Inbounding it will be Justin Hughes to Jalen Schrader. Again, two players in the starting five today for the Tomcats. River Lynch and Jalen Schrader, two freshmen getting the start due to some injuries. Top of the key, three-pointer from Justin Hughes connects. Second triple of the day for the Tomcats. First for Justin Hughes. And Ashland starts the second half with a bang. Leads by 7. Right out of the half. Bounce pass to the right side corner. Bradley Atkins now gives it to Gammon. Gammon inside pass to the paint. Gavin Roy trying to muscle his way in. Just has to find an outlet to Hunter Holbrook at the logo. Holbrook drives in the left side, kicks it, left side corner, three-pointer on the way, no good from Gavin Roy, and rebounded by Elijah Owens, who's played well today. Three-pointer, Schrader from the right side corner, no good, and a strong leaping rebound from Justin Hughes, puts up a shot and in. From the right side post, Justin Hughes came flying in for the Tomcats, got the offensive rebound, and put it back in off the glass, and gives the Tomcats a 9-point lead over a minute into this second half. Great start for Justin Hughes. Chaffins with it on the right side of the floor. Hands it off to Holbrook nearly at the timeline. Holbrook dribbles it left. Holbrook down the lane. Spins around to the middle. And pass deflected, taken away by Caleb Clark. Clark going coast to coast. Clark up the floor. Shot no good. And Clark almost gets stepped on by his own teammate, Justin Hughes, who was trying to go for the putback. Anyway, Clark was fouled. It was fouled by Cameron Chaffins. That's Chaffins' first foul, and Clark at the free throw line. First free throw attempt is good. Caleb Clark, a 73% free throw shooter on the year, and just gave the Tomcats a 10-point lead. Ashland down Elijah Neal and Drew Smith tonight, and the second free throw attempt is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Tomcats so far 5 of 6, and an 11-point lead with 6:15 left to go in the third. Chaffins with the basketball for the Musketeers. Hands it off to Gaiman on the right side wing. Now flips it left side to Atkins. Atkins now hands it off to Holbrook on the left side wing. Holbrook will dribble it to the top of the key to flip it over to Gaiman. Gaiman, mid-range jumper for the free throw line. And Casey Gaiman, his second bucket is good. And back within 9 is the Musketeers. Schrader flips it left. Now back to Schrader from River Lynch. Schrader will just dribble it back on the right side. Bounce pass to Clark, top of the key. Back to Schrader. Thought about the three. Hands it off to Owens. Owens dribbles down the lane. Right-handed lay-in, no good. And a battle for the rebound between Hughes and Chaffins goes off of Hughes, out of bounds, and Musketeers will have it. Chaffins dribbles it up the floor for the Musketeers. Hands it off to Holbrook, left side, bounce pass, nice pass, and a fine to Bradley Atkins. Shot was no good, however. Clark at the free throw line. Clark muscles his way in, off the back of the rim, no good. Clark rebounds his own shot, put back, no good. Elijah Owens with an offensive rebound, and he's fouled from behind as he puts up a shot. Excellent work underneath the basket to battle. And the foul's on Bradley Atkins, his first. Team foul number 2 of the quarter. 5 minutes left to go in the third. And Elijah Owens, who's been at the free throw line twice today, will have his third trip to the charity stripe. First attempt is good. And that puts Elijah Owens up to 15 points on the day. Second attempt, left short. No good. Goes 1 for 2. Gammon up the floor, stops his dribble at the top of the key. Inbound pass to Gavin Roy. And Roy, tough take to the rack. Gets the shot to fall. Elijah Owens with it left side, flips it to Hughes. Hughes, left side wing, hands it off to Caleb Clark. Clark goes top of the key. Clark dribbles down the middle of the lane, now flips it back out to Elijah Owens. Owens dishes it to Hughes. Hughes, top of the key, steps back, goes to Schrader, left side wing. Schrader lost his dribble, almost went out of bounds, and he saves it. Schrader feed to Owens. Now Clark in the paint. Clark muscling his way to the basket. Shot off the front of the rim. No good. Excellent defense inside by Greenup County and Bradley Atkins. Chaffins takes it. And Cameron Chaffins with a tough basket in the lane. And excellent shot from Cameron Chaffins. Now three-pointer on the way from the left side wing. Elijah Owens, his second triple. Puts the Tomcats up by 9 with 3:38 left to go in the third. Holbrook hands it off to Chaffins. Chaffins goes right side, now flips it over to Bradley Atkins. Gets inside. Gammon puts up a right-handed shot, and Gammon got it. 6 points for Casey Gammon on the night. 3:21 left to go, and Greenup County will call a full timeout. 39-32, Tomcats lead by 7 currently over the Musketeers, and we'll keep it here. For the Musketeers, Cameron Chaffins with 9 points so far. Gammon, a couple 2-point buckets in this second half, has himself up to 6 points. And Elijah Owens continuing to have a strong performance, up to 18 in this one. Caleb Clark with 14. And Tomcats only 3 different scores in this one.
I believe they're performing after the game. Is that correct? Yes.
So 3:21 left to go. No players for Greenup County in foul trouble. Just one for the Tomcats, and that's River Lynch, who has 2 fouls. Full timeout comes to a conclusion. See what commands head coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats gave to his team to try to extend this lead. Owens will inbound it to Jalen Strader. The young freshman has yet to score a bucket today. Strader goes left side. He's had a lot of attempts, just can't get it to fall. Owens, 3-pointer for the right side wing, and misses short. Hunter Holbrook leads it up the floor. Holbrook flips it back out to the left side corner. Atkins goes to the right side lane, and a shot no good. May have been blocked from Elijah Owens. Numbers advantage. Strader, 3-pointer for the left side wing, no good, and a wasted possession from Ashland. And Gammon comes away with a defensive rebound for Greenup County. And off to Hunter Holbrook. Now dishes it to Chaffins, right side. Chaffins taking his time. Gavin Roy, top of the key. Roy, left side, Holbrook. Holbrook to Atkins, almost taken away by Owens. Down the right side lane, shot no good. May have been blocked from Caleb Clark. Now Tomcats going quickly, and Elijah Owens right-handed floater off the glass, and good. Tomcats with another steal and bucket off of the turnover. 2:08 left to go, and an errant pass as Chaffins was trying to connect with Gavin Roy and went out of bounds. Another Greenup County turnover. 2 players will sub in, Kieron Jenkins and Kyler Robinson in for the Musketeers. 9-point advantage for the Tomcats. Clock ticks down to 2 minutes left to go in the third. Strader looking for his first bucket. Strader pulls up mid-range, and there it is. From the mid-post on the left side, Jalen Strader becomes the 4th Tomcat to score a bucket tonight. Matches the largest lead of the night, up by 11. Robinson, top of the key to Atkins, just hands it off to Kieron Jenkins. Jenkins, top of the key. Thought about dribbling his way in, flips it to Robinson. Now Gammon, left side wing. Gammon guarded closely by Justin Hughes. He'll dribble it back close to the timeline. Now hand off to Jenkins. Almost has it taken away. Jenkins down the middle of the lane. Flips up a left-handed shot. No good. And rebounded by Jalen Strader as that ball fell right to him. Drive into the left side lane. And Justin Hughes connects. Largest lead of the game. 13. Shot put up and in off the right side. Bradley Atkins takes a drive. Goes left to right into the paint. And with the right hand, gets the shot to fall, gets fouled, and will send himself to the free throw line. And that foul is on River Lynch, which is his 3rd. 2 away from fouling out. Minute and a second left to go in the third. And now Bradley Atkins for the 3-point play. Connects on the free throw. It's now 2 for 4. Landry Lewis checks in for Greenup County, making his first appearance tonight. Under a minute we go here in the third. 10-point difference. Ashland leads 45-35. Strader flips it left side, almost had it taken away by Gammon, and a pass into the paint from River Lynch, and it's intercepted by Gammon. Up the floor, off the glass, shot too strong. Musketeers still have it, however. Three-pointer from Trice Carter, no good. Tomcats take it away. Owens, right-handed jam from Elijah Owens, right of the basket. Back out in front by 12, and Elijah Owens, 2 one-handed jams tonight. Elijah Owens having a fantastic performance for the Tomcats. 10 seconds to go. Ball deflected around. Gammon in the left side lane, and Gammon takes the drive. Good. 4 seconds left to go. Strader up the floor quickly. River Lynch, three-pointer from the left side wing. Shot does not fall, and that takes us to the end of the third. Back and forth. Tomcats getting some separation away from the Musketeers and currently have a 10-point lead at the end of the third, 47-37. As we will step aside for a break, we have one final quarter remaining in this one. On the other end of this break right here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats for basketball, 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Giovanni's Pizza. Fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's. The Italian place to be.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
One final quarter remains here at the Greenhouse, home of the Greenup County Musketeers. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River. Tomcats lead by 10 as the fourth quarter begins. Robinson with it. And now to the right side. Trice Carter at the right side corner. Flips it to Kieran Jenkins. Now back to Carter at the corner. Carter, seventh grader versus freshman. Step back. And Trice Carter smooth with it. And the seventh grader gets the shot. Schrader to Clark. Clark down the right side lane. Clark cannot get the shot to fall, but he was fouled by Greenup County, and that foul on Landry Lewis, his first. And that will send Caleb Clark to the free throw line for the second time today. Connected on his 2 free throw attempts the last time he was there. Caleb Clark at the charity stripe. First free throw attempt rattles in and out. No good. Clark came in today a 72.5% free throw shooter. Second attempt, too strong, no good. After going 2 for 2 at the charity stripe last time, misses both, and a goaltending on Caleb Clark as quickly up the floor was Greenup County. And a goaltending. I think it was Kieran Jenkins the one that took the shot. So 2 points to him. And Greenup County quickly back within 6, 47-41. Clark with it, right side wing, flips it to River Lynch, top of the key. Lynch to Elijah Owens. Owens, three-pointer from the top of the key. And airballed. Shot wasn't blocked either. And a minute into this one, Greenup County building some momentum here. Trice Carter has the pass taken away. Caleb Clark up the floor. Clark, two-hand jam. Caleb Clark with style. Drive in. Jenkins, fouled, going up. And a foul, not sure who was on. I think it was on Elijah Owens. First free throw attempt, no good. Kieran Jenkins. Jenkins, a 77.8% free throw shooter. 6:34 left to go in the fourth. Has a chance to make this a 7-point game. Second attempt, also no good. Battle for the rebound, and Elijah Owens comes away with the board and a foul on Greenup County. And that foul on Landry Lewis, his second. Lewis will sub out Bradley Atkins in for the Musketeers. Jalen Strader will lead it up the floor for the Tomcats. Now left side, Elijah Owens. Owens bounce pass inside to Strader at the left side post. Now back to Owens, the left side wing. Clark dribbles his way from the top of the key. A little hesitation, and Clark makes his man fall. Bradley Atkins fell to the floor, and Clark had a wide open bucket. Gets it off the glass and gets it to fall. 10-point advantage for the Tomcats. Largest lead is 13 in this game. Jenkins, just beyond the logo. Jenkins, left side corner. Atkins down the baseline. Atkins spins his way in, puts up a shot for the right hand, and gets it to fall. Bradley Atkins, what a shot from the middle of the paint with the right hand, and somehow got it. Strader left side, now dribbles his way to the right. Fade away, rattles in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes off a hand and goes out of bounds off of Gammon, and will stay with the Ashland Tomcats. And Tomcats will take a timeout, full timeout. Head coach Nathan Sutton not happy with his team, as that should have been the rebound for the Musketeers, but it went out of bounds. Trying to just battle for it. Full timeout taken by the Tomcats. We'll step aside real quickly for a break here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Jalen Strader inbounds it to River Lynch as play resumes out of the full timeout taken by Ashland. Right here on 97.9 The River. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play. 5:15 left to go in the fourth. Tomcats currently lead by 8, 51-43. Just to confirm, the lone team foul on Ashland was on Elijah Owens, and a take, right-handed take from Jalen Strader down the right side lane is good off the glass. How about the young freshman? His second bucket. He's up to 4 points. Gammon gives it off to Roy. Roy, mid-range jumper, no good, and Clark misread the rebound on the bounce off the rim. Gavin Roy rebounds his own shot and puts it up and in. Clark misread that shot going off of the rim and could not get the defensive rebound. Lynch hands it off to Strader, right side wing. Strader dribbles it back, guarded closely by Kieran Jenkins. Strader, a little handsy there from Jenkins. Now mid-range jumper from River Lynch. His first bucket, and now the 5th score for the Tomcats, as Ashland back out in front by 10. Trice Carter, left side wing, received the pass from Casey Gammon. Carter goes top of the key with a dribble, hands it off to Jenkins at the wing. Jenkins dribbles into the paint. Jenkins flips it back out to Carter at the top of the key. Now Jenkins dribbles it into the paint. Jenkins, fadeaway jumper, rattles in. Kieran Jenkins with 9 points in this one. 3:40 left to go in the 4th. Strader dribbles in, kicks it back out. Hughes, three-pointer for the right side corner. And it is no good. Hit off the front of the rim. Now pass all the way up the floor, and not enough on that one. Clark, two-hand jam, took off from the middle of the paint, and Caleb Clark slams it home. Tomcats back out in front by 10. Seen 4 dunks from the Tomcats tonight. 2 one-hand jams from Elijah Owens and 2 monstrous two-handed dunks from Caleb Clark. Under 3 minutes to go. Trice Carter goes right side, flips it in to Atkins. And Bradley Atkins off the glass and good for the shot. And back with an 8 is Greenup County. We're going back and forth here in this 4th quarter as the Musketeers take a full timeout. 57-49, Tomcats lead by 8. Greenup County trying to come back in this one, but the Tomcats keeping some separation for the moment. 2:50 left to go in the 4th. Only 3 fouls in this quarter. 2 on Greenup County, 1 on Ashland. 2 fouls on Elijah Owens, 3 on River Lynch. No player in foul trouble for Greenup County except for Landry Lewis, who's a rotation piece for the Musketeers. He has 2 fouls in this one. .22 points for Elijah Owens in this one. He's been phenomenal. 20 points for Caleb Clark for the Tomcats. Again, a full timeout taken by Nathan Sutton, first-year head coach for Greenup County. Again, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the 4th. Musketeers are going to have to step up defensively and get some stops and perhaps some turnovers forced if the Musketeers want to get back in this one. Inbound to Strader from Clark. Strader will lead it up the floor. Student section comes alive for Greenup County. Flips it left side, Justin Hughes. Hughes will take it in. Pass inside to Caleb Clark and connects on the shot off the glass. Back to a 10-point advantage. Now pass to the right side corner. Three-pointer on the way for Landry Lewis. Missed it. Off to the left and rebounded from Caleb Clark of Ashland, but a takeaway from Greenup County. Up the floor, Bradley Atkins. Hesitation as Jalen Strader went flying past him. Now Clark tries for the dunk, and he's fouled from Bradley Atkins from behind. 2:11 left to go. Clark went screaming into the rim to try to dunk it yet again. Bradley Atkins was having none of that, and Atkins commits the foul. Second foul on Bradley Atkins. And Caleb Clark, 2 for 4 today. Made both free throws on his first trip, missed both on his second trip, and connects on that one, on the first one. Kieran Jenkins will sub in for Greenup County. Out goes Bradley Atkins. Atkins has 2 fouls, and Atkins, strong performance today. 12 points for Bradley Atkins, who averages 3.1 points per game. Clark, second attempt is good. And Ashland, head coach Ryan Bonner will call a 30-second timeout. .2:11 left to go in the 4th quarter. Tomcats with a 30-second timeout. Again, largest lead for the Tomcats today is 13 points and currently lead by 10. It's been that separation so far between Ashland and Greenup County. It's been 8 to 10 points. Musketeers just can't get a stop defensively. Was playing good defensive ball, but since the start of this quarter, just really hasn't been able to slow the Tomcats offense down, as the Musketeers can't stop the equalizer every time Greenup County gets a bucket. The star for the Musketeers, Casey Gammon, with 8 points. Ashland's done a great job today defending him. Chaffins, right side. Chaffins, step back from the free throw line. Shot left short, no good. Battle for the rebound. And Strader came away with it, and it's a jump ball, but the possession arrow goes to Ashland. Good job from Jalen Strader to battle and get that basketball. Tomcats get the possession. Bradley Atkins subs back in for Greenup County. Clark will inbound it to Strader. Full court defensive press from Greenup County. Strader gets it to Elijah Owens just beyond the timeline. Now Clark, right side corner. Clark will dribble it out. Inside, Owens down the baseline. Elijah Owens, Euro step. Fancy footwork from Elijah Owens. Gets the shot to fall and puts the Tomcats back up by 12. Casey Gammon, right side, gives it to Hunter Holbrook. Musketeers need answers quick. Holbrook down the left side lane. Shot blocked by River Lynch, and a foul. As Jalen Strader got the defensive rebound off of the block from Lynch, and a foul called on Hunter Holbrook. That's his first. And team foul number 4 on Greenup County. Minute 26 left to go in the fourth. Ashland with a comfortable 12-point lead. Inbound to Justin Hughes, who takes up the floor, and pass taken away by Landry Lewis. Now flips it. Lewis, three-pointer for the right side, and too strong, no good. And Strader is going to let that one go out of bounds across the court, and Ashland will have the basketball with a minute 15 left to go. It was a perfect setup for the Musketeers, just could not get the shot to fall. And the Tomcats will have the basketball, up 12. Inbound to Owens, and Owens is fouled by Landry Lewis from behind. Lewis, that's his third. And team foul number 5, which will put the Tomcats in the bonus for the remainder of this one. Elijah Owens, 4th trip to the charity stripe today. He is 4 of 6. In his 3 trips, 1 of 2, 2 of 2, 1 of 2. Owens, first attempt, rattles in good. And Ashland, with a 13-point lead, ties its largest of the day. Don't forget, coming up, we'll have the post-game show, along with comments from head coach Ryan Bonner following this game. Second free throw attempt is good, and it's now a 14-point advantage, which is the largest lead of the day for the Tomcats. Shot put up on the right side, good for Hunter Holbrook for the right hand. And back within 12 is the Musketeers, and a 30-second timeout taken. 30-second timeout. Not sure who it was called by. I think it was called by the Musketeers. But a minute 5 left to go in the contest. Tomcats lead by 12. What a day it's been. 2 outstanding individual performances. Elijah Owens and Caleb Clark for the Tomcats. Elijah Owens, 26 points in this one. Owens' season average is 10.5 points per game. He's had a phenomenal day today. A couple one-handed jams and a lot of steals that have led to coast layups. Clark will inbound it to the left side of the basket, gets it in to Hughes. Hughes back to Clark, and Clark is fouled from behind. And Bradley Atkins is the one that commits the foul. That's his third. Head coach Nathan Sutton talking with the official. Of course, Nathan Sutton, 15 years as a referee in this business. Caleb Clark at the free throw line. fourth trip. And the first attempt is good. And his 3 trips, 2 for 2, 0 for 2, and 2 for 2. Right now, 1 of 1. Minute and 2 seconds remaining in the fourth. Caleb Clark, the senior forward, 18.9 points per game. Second free throw attempt is good. A pure stroke from Caleb Clark at the free throw line. And a minute left to go in the fourth. Holbrook, top of the key. Holbrook almost lost his dribble. Drives down the left side lane. Holbrook step back and cannot get the shot to fall. Caleb Clark with the defensive rebound, and he is fouled from Landry Lewis from behind, and that's Landry Lewis's 4th foul of the game. And Clark will head back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Caleb Clark also at 26 points. Clark, first attempt is good. Now it's a 27, which leads all scorers in this one. And a mass sub from Greenup County. Check who's on the floor right now. Skylar Martin, Jamison Reed, also Nate Chaffins. 50 seconds left to go. Again, check who's on the floor for Greenup County. That's Skylar Martin. You also have Brody Howard, Nate Chaffins, Jamison Reed, and Camden Underwood. Under 50 seconds left. Chaffins with it. Nate Chaffins hands it off to Underwood. Underwood almost had the ball taken away from Elijah Owens with 30 seconds left. Jamison Reed, top of the key. Passes it off to Skylar Martin. Martin, a senior center. Now right side corner, flips it in. Jamison Reed, ball goes out of bounds with 19 seconds left to go. $16-point lead for Ashland, which marks the largest lead, and now a couple subs for the Tomcats. Justin Hughes subs off. Elijah Owens also off. Great performances from them. Caleb Clark subbed off earlier. Those 3 stars get a rest. 13 seconds remaining as the ball is inbounded to Skylar Martin. Martin, spin around. Almost got the shot off, but taken away. Avian Lee. Avian Lee takes it away. 3 seconds left, and the clock will expire. And the Tomcats come away with a victory, get back in the win column. Now 9-3 overall on the season. And the Greenup County Musketeers fall to 6-6. Remarkable performance and remarkable get back for Ashland to get back in the win column and be 9-3 overall on the season. Phenomenal performances from Caleb Clark and Elijah Owens. 2 players out tonight for the Tomcats, Elijah Neal and Drew Smith. And Clark and Owens stepped up big time and got the win for the Tomcats. Owens with 26 points, Caleb Clark with 27. We'll step aside for a break, and when we return, we will have the post-game show and hopefully some comments from head coach Ryan Bonner of the Ashland Tomcats. You are listening to the home of the Ashland Tomcats here as Ashland wins it 69-53 right here on 97.9 The River.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
Our Kindred Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquors, simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Here's another Kindred Communications community chatter. True Alta is an online portal designed just for family caregivers, providing caregiver information, videos, tip sheets, music therapy, webinars, and much more 24/7. Sign up today for this free and beneficial resource for caregivers by going to aaa7.truealta.com.
This Kindred Communications community chatter brought to you by GoMart. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Head to the App Store and get the app for GoMart. The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Tomcats come out victorious and get back in the win column and improve to 9-3 overall on the season. A 69-53 victory over the Greenup County Musketeers. And the Musketeers fall to 6-6 on the season. Big thank you to our producer back at the studios, Lowell Austin. And a big thank you to Tyler Rowland, the main play-by-play man for the Ashland Tomcats, for providing stats and need to know for tonight's game and for the two games that I've done. I'm your play-by-play, Ben Westfall, here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River. Again, Tomcats take this one 69-53. Its largest lead of the game is how much they win by, 16 points in this one. Caleb Clark led the way scoring-wise for the Ashland Tomcats, 28 points in this one. And following right behind him was Elijah Owens with 26 points. So two players down for the Ashland Tomcats tonight, Elijah Neal and Drew Smith. Again, we hope that they can get back into the games here shortly and hope that they get to feeling better and hopefully get to heal up quickly as Tomcats look to have those two back. But Elijah Owens and Caleb Clark stepped up big time tonight for the Tomcats. Three other scorers tonight for Ashland. Justin Hughes played a good game with 9 points. Jalen Strader and River Lynch, the two young freshmen, getting the starts tonight in place of Drew Smith and Elijah Neal. Jalen Strader had 4 points and River Lynch had 2. So good performances by the freshmen tonight. No pressure for the youngsters. They got in and were able to perform well in place of a couple injuries. So head coach Ryan Bonner picks up a win tonight for his Ashland Tomcats. Look at the scoring for Greenup County. Leading the way for the Musketeers was Bradley Atkins, who usually averages 3.1 points per game. He had 12 tonight, so good performance from Bradley Atkins for the Musketeers. Two players with 9 points. That was Keyron Jenkins and Cameron Chaffins. Casey Gammon had 8 points. Again, a big congratulations to Casey Gammon, who just hit 1,000 points in his Greenup County Musketeers career. He's the 11th player to hit 1,000 points for Greenup County in boys basketball. Gavin Roy had 8 points. Hunter Holbrook had 5, and Trice Carter had 2. Look at upcoming schedules for both of these teams. Again, this is the first of 4 games away from home for the Ashland Tomcats. Win tonight, and in 2 days on the 8th, we'll be at George Rogers Clark for a 7:30 start. On the 10th, we'll be at Berea College facing up against Henry Clay. That's an 8 p.m. start. And then on the 17th, we'll be at Chapmanville in West Virginia for a 7:30 start. Again, Tomcats don't return home until January 19th for a 7:30 start against Great Crossing. And then for the Greenup County Musketeers, look at their schedule upcoming. We'll be on the road 3 days from now on the 9th, a 7:30 start against Russell. And then on the 13th, back at home against Raceland for a 7:30 start. Then after that, 4 games away from Greenup County are the Musketeers. They'll be at West Carter, at Bracken County, at Fairview, and then at Lucasville Valley in Ohio. All those games except for Bracken County start at 7:30. The Bracken County game starts at 6:30. Those are your upcoming schedules for both squads. Again, we hope to have head coach Ryan Bonner up here to talk post-game comments from the Ashland Tomcats. So we'll hope to have him up here shortly. Again, a final score 69-53. Tomcats take victory in this one. 2 scorers with 20-plus points. Caleb Clark with 28. Elijah Owens with 26. And again, first of 4 games on the road for the Tomcats, away from home. And next one will be in 2 days from now against George Rogers Clark on the 8th. We'll step aside for a break. On the other end of this break, we hope to have comments from Ashland Tomcats head coach Ryan Bonner following this game, and I'm sure pleasantly happy with his team's performance tonight despite being down 2 players, Elijah Neal and Drew Smith. We'll get those comments after this break here on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve bold-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Mark Porter Chevy and GMC in Ashland. Home of the Car Ferry, online at markporterautogroup.com. Baum Lumber, your place for quality roof trusses, building materials, hot spring spas, lawn equipment, and more. Visit baumlumber.com. Go Mark. Go for good times. Go for Go Mark.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Back on the home of the Ashland Tomcats, 97.9 The River, 69-53 victory. The Tomcats defeat the Greenup County Musketeers, and I'm standing alongside head coach Ryan Bonner. And Coach Bonner, congratulations on the win. Overall, a really good performance from your guys despite being down 2 players tonight.
Yeah, we had guys that really rose up and took advantage of a really awesome opportunity. You know, I know River and Jalen were foaming at the mouth just waiting for their moment. And I thought they stepped up and they responded well. And I thought it was a total team defensive effort. I thought we made things very difficult on them to run their offense. And I think it kind of starts with that when you're on the road. You got to get yourself in a rhythm with your defensive intensity, and we did that early. I thought Caleb Clark really got us going offensively in the first quarter. He was really aggressive getting downhill and getting to the rim, and we were able to post him up some too. So, just really, this game was important for us for so many reasons.
And you mentioned Caleb Clark, 28 points tonight. I mean, what a performance by him. You talk about those guys stepping up. Talk about his performance tonight, just the way he was able to get to the basket. Not only that, but a couple monstrous dunks that really felt like it got you guys some momentum.
Yeah, he's one of the bouncier players I've ever coached. But he can score at all 3 levels, and that's what makes him so dangerous. You know, what he's done a good job of this year is proven that he can also stretch the defense by hitting 3-pointers. But quite frankly, he didn't really need to do that tonight. He was so aggressive getting downhill, and even if he was drawing 2 defenders, he was still able to finish through the contact or get himself to the free throw line. So scoring in a variety of different ways, sprinting the floor, executing. I thought his defense was outstanding, and I don't have an official stat sheet, but I'm certain that he led us in rebounds.
And, of course, you talk about defensively, Elijah Owens had a really great game defensively, got a lot of steals for you guys, and not only that, but converted those to buckets, had 26 points tonight. 2 players with 20-plus points. Talk about that.
Yeah, and Elijah, you know, he does a really good job of creating offense off of his defensive intensity, his ability to play passing lanes, and you know, we want him doing that because, you know, that, quite frankly, that's what he's good at doing. And you know, it always helps too when he plays that way defensively, because it alleviates some pressure on your offense on nights when you might not be hitting as many shots as you'd like to. If you just hang your hat on defensive intensity, it'll create some early advantages for you. And like I said, it really takes pressure off your half-court offense. And you know, he's also a guy that can score in a variety of different ways. I think he hit at least 1 3 tonight. But he hit 2, yeah. And he's a guy that can hit multiple threes in a game. So just a weapon really offensively and on the defensive end. And he's bought in, a great kid, and does what he's coached to do.
You look at your defensive side, Casey Gammon only had 8 points tonight. You guys really did a good job eliminating him. And not only that, but only 1 player with double-digit scoring, and that was only 12 points. Just talk about that overall defensive effort, just being able to create chaos and get in the heads of Greenup County tonight.
Yeah, we really wanted to do a really good job on Gammons, and because we felt like as a team they kind of went as he did. You know, he led them in scoring, led them in field goal attempts. I think he might have led them in 3-point percentage going into this game. So he was doing a lot of really good things for them offensively. So we put Justin Hughes on him, and I thought Justin did an incredible job. Just like I said, just making things difficult on him, and that was well executed by Justin. And that's another guy that's really playing quality basketball right now on both ends of the floor, and we're going to need him to if we're going to accomplish what we're setting out to accomplish.
One final question for you. You talked to me before the game started about just being able to get that first win on the road, first of 4 games on this road trip. Just talk about the importance of just starting off on the right foot on the road. You get back in the win column after suffering that close defeat last time out. Just talk about that importance.
Yeah, it's huge, and we kind of want to approach this 3-game stretch as a mini season, because we're going to have a week off after this Saturday. We won't play again until we go to Chapmanville on the 17th. So it's all about what are we going to do in this 3-game season to set us apart from everybody else. And you know, we'll have 1 day of practice tomorrow to refine some execution, and get ready to go play a top 10 team in the state in GRC, who's playing really good basketball, extremely well coached. Won a state championship in the last 3 years and a state runner-up, so they know how to win, and it'll be a challenge for us, but I know our guys are really excited about it.
And real quick, I will ask you one more thing, because you guys are playing 4 games in a span of a week, and you have a couple guys out tonight, Drew Smith and Elijah Neal. Just a little update status on those guys.
Yeah. So Elijah Neal's got a sprained ankle that he's trying to manage, that he actually tweaked in the opening round of the AIT against St. Mary. And it had been bothering him ever since. He's still not 100%. So we made the decision to shut him down tonight, and then we'll reevaluate him on Thursday and see where he's at. It's certainly not something I want to rush, because obviously I want him and Drew healthy 100% when it matters. Drew is dealing with a minor foot injury. He should be going to therapy tomorrow and getting things looked at to figure out what he needs to do. But again, we'll get to Thursday and evaluate those guys. It's not something that I think that we need to rush, because for several reasons. One, like I said, the main thing is we want those guys healthy when late February, early March rolls around. And two, our younger guys are getting incredible reps right now, and particularly with River Lynch and Jalen Strader. And we're going to need both those guys if we're going to win when it matters. So no need to rush. We want to get those guys healthy, but we will reevaluate them on Thursday and see where they're at.
Still a long season ahead of you, Coach. Best of luck. Congratulations on the win
Thank you.
tonight.
Appreciate it.
Head coach Ryan Bonner of the Ashland Tomcats after that 69-53 win. And right now we'll have a player on for us tonight. The leading scorer for the Ashland Tomcats. Probably felt good for him to hear that. Caleb Clark, phenomenal performance tonight, 28 points. Just talk about that performance tonight.
You know, I think it all translates to our defense. I think our defense is what got us going in early. You know, we executed well. I think these last few games, that's something we definitely got to get better at. But tonight, I think we executed very well, and that's what got us going on offense.
Of course, you had 14 points the other night against George Washington, and you come back with that performance tonight. You guys were down 2 guys tonight with Drew Smith and Elijah Neal. Just talk about being able to center you guys around on the floor tonight and just be able to bounce back, 2 guys down, and get the win tonight.
Well, you know, we got some young guys, 2 freshmen, River Lynch and Jalen Strader. They stepped up really big tonight, and I think they took advantage of that moment. And they also got us going very, very early, and I think they also helped us on the defensive end.
And, of course, you weren't the only one with a great performance tonight. Elijah Owens had 26 points. Just talk about that tag team, you and him. Did a great job tonight of just finding your way to the rack, and you guys had monstrous dunks tonight.
Oh, yeah, me and him, I always tell him just to attack the rim when he can. Me and him, I think that's what we do. I think we have similar play styles, and I think it pays off when it really needs to. Late in the game, just like it did. I mean, we were up 10. We also hit our free throws, and I think that's also what helped us too.
This is your second game in the span of 7 days. You have 4 games overall in that span. Just talk about being able to take care of your body and stay healthy and stay at peak form to be able to get through this short span of games.
So we have a tough stretch going on, and I think us being unhealthy, it's going to get us ready for March. So we're already used to this adversity. Saying us having that adversity, I think it gets us stronger as a team and gets us closer as a team. And I think we can really make a deep run in March if we're used to that already.
Absolutely. Caleb Clark, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Best of luck moving forward.
Appreciate you.
That was the senior forward, Caleb Clark. A monster performance tonight. 28 points for the Ashland Tomcats, as Ashland 69-53 winners over the Greenup County Musketeers. A lot of thank yous tonight for this broadcast getting on air. First, I'd like to thank you, the listener, tuning in tonight for another edition of Ashland Tomcats basketball. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening for tonight's game. A very fun game to call the night. Big thank you to our producer back at the studios, Lowell Austin, doing a fantastic job keeping us on air and online. Lowell, it's always a pleasure to work with you, my friend. Look forward to seeing you and checking up with you shortly. And also a big thank you to Ashland's main play-by-play man, Tyler Rowland. Again, Tyler, really hope you get to feeling better and get you back on the call. Of course, this game in 2 days, so really like to see you back on air. We'll see if it's you or myself on the call for the next couple of games. But again, Tyler, get to feeling better. We hope you get back on air and back on this headset here soon. And also a big thank you to Caleb Clark speaking with us after the game. Big thank you to head coach Ryan Bonner, also giving us some comments pre and post game. Big thank you to those 2 guys as well. Final score of this one, 69-53. Ashland Tomcats take the victory over the Greenup County Musketeers. Tomcats will be back on the road in 2 days on the 8th against George Rogers Clark. That one a 7:30 start, so be sure to tune in. For my producer, Lo Austin, back at the studios, I've been Westfall, your play-by-play. Have a great and fantastic night. This has been another presentation of Ashland Tomcats basketball here on 97.9 The River.